I think the question now is, now what? Because you and I have talked that Tesla had a tumultuous Q1 and Q2. You said that some of the wins that they saw in Q3 were a sugar high because of the federal EV tax credits being phased out. When we're laying out all of Tesla's problems right now, perhaps Elon Musk feels incentivized with this $1 trillion pay package. What do you think he needs to address first, day one?
Well, that's an interesting question because every equity analyst anticipates the next couple of quarters are going to be bad for Tesla. Q4 EV sales across the board are down in the United States, and it's going to be a rougher quarter because of the disappearance of the federal tax credit. And Tesla has been the biggest EV seller in the United States, so it'll be impacted the most by that. The earnings are not going to look great for the next couple of quarters. Again, the battery business is a bright spot in there, but it's not nearly as large as the auto business. The auto business is like 80% of all of Tesla's revenue, if not more, and that's going to be down. So margins will be worse, revenue will be down. Profit will be down. That's going to bring gray clouds over the stock. So this bright future of robots and things sounds great, but the reality is the next few quarters are going to get grimmer. The other challenge is, Tesla sales in Europe have basically collapsed at this point. The brand is just not, he's gone a little too far in offending people in Europe for his support for right-wing politicians there. And so, they're not selling in Europe. In China, the problem's entirely different, where Tesla's just not keeping up with the local competition. Xiaomi, BYD, Xpeng, NIO, they have more compelling products at lower price with great new features. So in China, Tesla's in decline because it's not as competitive as it once was. Chinese consumers are more interested in what the locals have to offer. So you just see around the board, there's no bright spot for Tesla as an EV maker in the next few quarters. We'll see what happens next year with Cybercab, but at the moment, that doesn't look like that's going to be a major, game changer. So basically, I think we're going to see Elon do what he does. He's just going to keep selling hard and pitching hard for the future. Don't worry, ignore these near-term, bad quarters. Don't worry about it. We're going to be so huge and so gigantic in the future. Essentially, Elon his message is going to be, ignore bad financial quarters for the foreseeable future. The future is going to be bright because we're going to lead in all of these new industries. And, as someone I spoke to this week, Gautam Mukunda at Yale Business School talked about, Elon's message is very optimistic, but the only effort or the only evidence he offers that Tesla is actually the leader is that he says Tesla is the leader. And that's the reality here. You have to separate what Elon Musk says with the actual reality. It's just not the leader in these new technologies that he claims it is right now.